Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and today I have my 2020 Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion haul. So if you're not aware, the Criterion collection is basically kind of like an exclusive, if you will, collection of films that is basically a curated set list of films. It includes a lot and mostly smaller independent feature films. But what really sets the Criterion collection apart from just regular Blu-rays and DVDs is that you get so much bonus content. The directors work with the Criterion collection and give some really great commentary. They usually come with some sort of supplemental booklet of some kind. The packaging is amazing. So they're really high quality, awesome collector's items, if you will, for Blu-ray and physical media collectors. So in saying all of that, shamefully, as a physical media collector myself, I only had one Criterion before this year, and that was Hedwig and the Angry Inch. So I reviewed this actually for the first time during my Pride Month of reviews last year for 2019 with my friend Ren, and I absolutely loved it. It was a first time watch for me, and I ran out and bought the Criterion. So in saying that, I went a little bit wild this year and bought quite a few Criterion Blu-rays as Barnes & Noble went into their semi-annual 50% off sale. So these are pricey Blu-rays. They usually run about $40 at Barnes & Noble, but usually twice a year around July and November, Barnes & Noble puts them on sale for 50% off. Now, kicking off our haul today is actually a really special Blu-ray because it was a gift from my friend Stephanie over at Movie Chatter. She DM'd me telling me that she had a copy of the Grand Budapest Hotel that she could give me after I commented on one of her videos, just kind of explaining, oh, I had just gotten the Blu-ray of the Grand Budapest Hotel not all that long ago, so I didn't know if I wanted to spring for it. She had this extra copy to give away. So thank you so much to Stephanie over at Movie Chatter. I'm going to link her channel in the description below. Please make sure you head on over there. She has a massive Criterion collection, as well as just Blu-ray and physical media collection in general, with some really great titles. If you're looking for a more obscure horror particularly, I don't think I know anyone better than Stephanie to go to for your recommendations. So definitely check out her channel. And again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you sending me this copy here. So let's take a look. This is the Grand Budapest Hotel. It is actually my favorite Wes Anderson film. So they have this little back sheet here that basically mirrors your usual DVD and Blu-ray type of background, and then this just pops off to unveil this as our backing. And then it is one of these that slides out of the casing, and this is the absolutely stunning work for the actual holder that the Blu-ray came in. And we have this material, but just for the inside of the Blu-ray, and look at that wonderful disc art. Again, I mean, the packaging is just amazing on so many of these Criterions. And then for the supplement material they send, so here is this poster. Obviously it looks a whole lot like that front cover, and then you flip it over and you have more art here that is just amazing. I think this is so cool. And then, as I mentioned, they oftentimes come with a little booklet, and Grand Budapest definitely did. It actually came with two different booklets here. And this one, this Romantic Poetry, Volume 1, actually unfolds, again, giving you this pretty amazing printout here that obviously highly emulates what you see within the film. And then obviously this booklet just goes into more detail about the film itself, as well as you get more artwork and photographs in here. It just is a really cool, informative booklet about the film. And so for Grand Budapest, we have spine number 1025. So that was the Grand Budapest Hotel. Next up, I purchased Portrait of a Lady on Fire. If you remember, this was actually my favorite film of 2019. I absolutely adore this film. If you haven't seen this yet and you're wanting to give it a watch or give it a test run before you buy it on Criterion, it is available on Hulu right now as well, so definitely make sure you go check it out. And look at this disc. Oh my gosh, just absolutely stunning. So this one obviously has the hard casing, not like that paper casing of Grand Budapest, but it's so simple, but I still think that this kind of paint stroke, the brush stroke back here, is a really cool, beautiful way to do the inside artwork. And then we have the booklet, which again is just stunning. I mean, the art on this is stunning. And this one is not quite as big or comprehensive as what we received in Grand Budapest, but here you go with a lot of the tale here, a lot more of the story with that iconic drawing there in the middle. But look how gorgeous it is when it's like this, with the drawing in the middle and both of them. Oh, such stunning work. So that's Portrait of a Lady on Fire. For those interested, Portrait of a Lady on Fire is spine number 1034. Next up, I have one of my favorites in the classic arena. We have All About Eve. Yes, I love All About Eve. So here is the back here, and of course, we have the sides. This is spine number 1003. Alright, then we take this on out. Look how gorgeous it is. I mean, these covers are just stunning. I mean, it's beautiful work. So I will say something about this All About Eve work is these are sticky, and it messed up my book just a little bit. So I'm not a huge fan of these weird sticky holders for the discs here. I mean, it really holds them in place, and there's no plastic on the inside. It's just the kind of like paper aspect here. So we do have artwork, obviously, some picture work here on the inside of the actual holder itself. And then the book about the film, and just, I mean, look how stunning she is. Come on now. I really like the style in which this book is. It's just as beautiful. And once again, we just have a lot of detail work about the film itself, about the transfer itself. So a classic, timeless film with some really wonderful work to be had here. The next up, I have spine number 13, which is The Silence of the Lambs. So I did previously own this, but just in DVD. So it was due for an upgrade regardless in the collection. And I thought, you know what, take advantage. Look how beautiful this cover is here for the Criterion. I mean, come on. And then once again, the pull-out type of deal. Woo, almost dropped the book. I mean, look how stunning it is. Oh, it's just gorgeous. And then when we flip it over, the discs themselves are beautiful. I love this blood work, if you will. I just think all of the packaging for this one is stunning. And this one has a really nice book here. Like when you look at the binding on it, it's really nice and well crafted. Again, just a lot of details about the film itself. More behind the scenes photos and such, so a lot of material here to get through, to brush up and just get deeper into the films you love. So sticking with the horror type of theme, we have Pan's Labyrinth from Guillermo del Toro, and I absolutely love this film. It's another one of my favorite films of all time, in honesty. And this one is much more like Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It's in this kind of clear plastic casing, which I also love. I don't know why, I just think clear plastic is so cool. And then we just kind of have basically a pullout on this one. Just basically kind of a small leaflet. And it is similar to Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Again, all the details are here. The heart of the maze. What I really love, obviously, is this back part as well, with all of the art, like this kind of concept art look to it. It's really cool. And this is spine number 838 for Pan's Labyrinth. Keeping up with my Latino roots, we have Spine number 723, Why Tu Mama Tambien, and I love this film. This is from Alfonso Cuarón, and it is maybe my favorite Alfonso Cuarón film. I think it is fantastic. I love it. It deals with the two biggest parts of my personal identity, being Latino and being LGBTQ. I really like how it handles sexuality at large. So here is the cover work there. And then when you flip it around, we have 3 discs on this one. So it actually has the DVD, plus the DVD bonuses, and the Blu-ray. So this is one of the few Criterions I've seen that includes both DVD and Blu-ray, all of which have disc art. And then the background artwork there. And then a hefty book. I mean, this is a weighty book here. And it's another one that has like the binding here, just a really well-crafted book. Not only does it go into the film, the transfer, biographies from the cast, it also includes Dirty Happy Things by Charles Taylor, which is kind of a writing about the film and about experiencing that film, and I think that's really cool. I can't wait to read it. Actually, I haven't had the opportunity to really get into these things, but as you see, just beautiful work. I mean, this is a really stellar book here, and I can't wait to really dive into it. So that is Why Tu Mama Tambien. And then next up we have Spine number 97, and this is another hefty one. It is Do the Right Thing from acclaimed director Spike Lee, quite possibly his most iconic work to date, and one that remains extremely relevant. If you did get the opportunity to watch The Five Bloods on Netflix this year, which is still one of the best movies of the year, I think you definitely need to check this one out if you haven't. I love this artwork here. Not directly taken from the film, but more or less kind of a reimagining an actual artwork based on the film. Oh, and I love these discs. The disc art is so stellar. Have more of that painting style on the inside. Just a beautiful, beautiful cover all the way around. And talk about hefty. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest booklet yet. Once again, just really well crafted on the seams here with the way it is put together. It's a beautiful book. I mean, just look at that cover. It's striking on its own. Right off the bat, obviously, it gives you a sense of Spike Lee as a filmmaker in addition to the film itself. But what I really like about this book, it has like a quote-unquote diary of Spike Lee, which you see here, and it has, you know, dated December 25th, 1987, which I think is really, really a cool feature that a lot of them don't have. You even have moments of the script included here in this book, and that's just a really awesome insight to the making of the films. So I'm so excited to delve into this book. So again, if you haven't, definitely seek out Do the Right Thing. Obviously, I think it is a beautiful purchase that is worth the money, especially on the Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble, but make sure you check this one out. And then my final purchase for the Criterion sale was a big one, and one I wanted so badly, and I missed last year. I didn't have the funds, but I did this year, and I mean, I have to get it, and that is Godzilla, the Showa era films. Oh my gosh, I was so pumped. This spans from 1954 to 1975. Look how huge this is. It's like twice the size of my head at least. And look how amazing it is. So you flip it over, it has one of these little pages on the back again, telling you all of the films that are included in here. And then here is the back. And you know this one is special because it is Spine 1000, right on the dot, 1000. You open this bad boy up. I mean, the artwork in this is fantastic. This is one where the booklets are already in the casing, so they don't come out, but they go through all of the different movies that are just included here with special artwork commemorating each and every title. Oh, just amazing. There. And then we flip it on over, and just look how cool they're displayed. I mean, even the display of the discs is so freaking awesome. So you see, we have 8 total discs, with most all of them having multiple films on them, and then this 8th disc has the supplements. So really, really an awesome collection. I adore Godzilla, and I knew I wanted this so badly. So this year I was not letting it pass me by on the Barnes & Noble sale. So that is it. That is my haul, my mega haul, my ridiculous haul, if you will, my way too much money haul on Criterion Collection films for July of 2020 through the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale. They just showed the artwork for what Parasite is gonna look like, so I cannot wait to get my hands on Parasite. I didn't buy it on Blu-ray because I knew I wanted that Criterion, so I cannot wait for that to release later this year, and hopefully Barnes & Noble does their November sale as well, and maybe that's when I'll be picking up Parasite as well as some other titles. So I hope you all enjoyed this haul video. What did you think? What do you think of these films? Have you seen them? If you have, what are your thoughts on the individual titles? Also, let me know, what does your Criterion collection look like? I would love to hear some of the favorite titles you have within your own personal collection in the comments down below. Or of course, you can hit me up on Twitter. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on my latest videos. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!